doesn't really matter. You should know how to set up a funnel. And if you don't know how to set up a funnel, then this is a good tutorial for you guys to begin with, because I'm going to do something pretty basic on ClickFunnels, and that's the site that I choose mostly because it's designed for funnels. Okay, you can set up a website there, you can do a few other things, but for the most part, it is set up for you to create a funnel and to have great templates for you guys to use, which I'm going to show you how to utilize for your business. So let's not hesitate too much longer. Let's jump up on the laptop and I can show you guys how to do that, all right? Okay guys, here we are on my ClickFunnels dashboard, and we're gonna start and put one together for you real quick here. So the first thing you wanna do is register, all right? Registering, pretty easy, cut and dry, and it shouldn't be a big deal. So if you wanted to, go to clickfunnels.com, or you can go down below and click on the link that I'm gonna provide, and you can do it that way and get 14 days for free, okay? So once you get into your dashboard, you're going to hit funnels. Okay, and so all your funnels are going to appear on the left hand side in this page. So let me just take my face off on my bubble face so you can see. And then once you start to once you want to create a new funnel, you're going to hit that button right there. So click create new funnel, and you got these three options right here. Today on this example, we're just collecting emails and phone numbers, so I want to collect this option here. I'm sorry, choose this option here. Sorry, it's early in the morning for me, and I'm not with it 100%, so excuse me. So you're gonna name it, all right? Personal training funnel. Okay, so once you choose that, go ahead and you can tag people if you wanted to, but once you're done with that, click the button, and then it's going to take you to this page right here. Right here is where you're going to choose the template that is best suited for your product or service. So choose wisely. Some of them you can put videos in them, some of them just pictures, or you can put text. But all of them have these little boxes. I don't know if you can see on the three lines there, the three boxes. Most of them have a version of that, which is to collect their emails, their names, and their numbers. And so you just gotta pick the one that best fits your color theme, your style of your advertisement, whatever you did on Facebook. It should somewhat reflect the colors and the fonts, and just the overall look should fit whatever it is that you're trying to create. So be careful when you choose. Make sure everything lines up. I like to choose, I'm just going to choose this one for this example because it is one that I've used several times, so it's easy for me to navigate around. So once you choose your template, you're going to see it right here, and on this side it's going to reflect what it is connected to. So this template is going to be connected to the opt-in page, which is basically another way of saying the landing page. All right, so whenever they click that learn more button on your advertisement, they're going to land on the opt-in page or landing page, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so once you pick your opt-in page, you can edit your page. All right, so once this loads, you're going to see this pop up. I'm going to hide this so we have some more room here. Okay, so you can edit text several ways. You can either click the box right here and go to settings, and here you can change the size, the colors, the boxes, the fonts, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and choose fonts and all that stuff right now. I'm just going to show you the basics. So in order to change anything, I mean, you could pretty much just double click and highlight just like any other program and just change the wording. All right, so since you're trying to sell a personal training session, or not even sell, offer a free personal training session as your advertisement says, like the example that we're using, then you're going to put something like redeem, sorry, can't spell today, your free session today. Okay, something like that. You can change this down here to um, because it's hot in here. A reference, Nelly, for you, those of you old enough to know what I'm talking about. All right, so something like that. You know, make sure you know how to spell, because there is no spell check on this. So you might want to write everything out on something like Google Sheets, or I'm sorry, Google Docs or Word or something like that, just to make sure you got everything correctly spelled out before you put it on here. So now you can change the text just the way I showed you there, and in these boxes you can even change the format of these boxes, and of course everything you select will have their own little settings to it. Okay, so see how I clicked on this box, now I got these settings I can choose from here. Okay, same thing with this box, same thing with this box, same with this box, same thing with every box. There's just boxes and boxes and boxes. Okay, so each one of them you can manipulate by just kind of hovering the close to the right side, and you'll see these settings pop up, and you can change what's in the actual button, the actual text. Okay, they have some presets here if you wanted to, full name, or you can just go with the first name or just last name, you know, any one of these boxes. And then of course, you know, your call to action button should have something that is specific to your offer. So click to get your pass, something like that, and then you can close it out. Of course, everything you do to change the settings or any of the presets, you got to save. Okay, make sure to save after every movement, and even if you try and X out of this spot, they're going to remind you to save, but make sure to do it as you're working, because you can forget and your computer can shut down or just power off, and then the next thing you know, you didn't save anything and you're screwed. Okay, so same thing pretty much for any of these texts. You can change and manipulate that however you want. And then since I chose one that where we need a video for, now if you go into the settings, it's going to show you the different types of video formats that you can choose. Okay, so if you have an MP4, you can choose there, YouTube, Vimeo. Let's just grab a YouTube video real quick. So if you go to YouTube and you type in something like, of course, if you have video of yourself training and you're the trainer trying to set this up, or if your client who is a trainer, who you're doing the advertising for, has their own video, then, you know, even better, I would use that. But if not, you know, go into something like here, and what you're gonna do is choose the video.
And we're gonna lead a phenomenal work.
Choose the video. If you hit the share button, there's a spot here where you can copy the URL. So copy the URL. Okay, go back into your ClickFunnels, paste, get out of there, save. Sorry, preview. So because there's a virus going on, I guess they're having issues. Anyways, that's how you do it in order to get that video on there. I guess this is YouTube help, whatever. So next, there's a thank you page. So the thank you page, same thing. You're going to have to, and it looks like they do have the one I like. So this one I like just because it looks like it's, you know, they're celebrating because you opted in for whatever it is you're trying to sell. So it kind of looks celebratory, but you know, it's not the best theme, I guess, for a personal trainer, but you're gonna have to manipulate that. I'll show you how to do that right now. So you can change this to something like yay. Anyways, so you can change all this stuff. You can even change this picture if you wanted to. So again, you just highlight the area that you're trying to manipulate or change. And I'm sorry, my computer is just really having a day today. So make sure you stay in the lines of, see, if I just go too far up, do you see how now I'm looking at the settings of this whole perimeter, this whole box here? So careful not to choose this one up here. Okay, you're trying to manipulate this box, so make sure the settings bar here is on, or this toolbar is basically sitting on top parallel from the box. Okay, so you're going to choose, say you want to embed another picture instead of this one, then you would go to grab an image from Google. Actually, you can just go, you just type in personal trainer, you should be able to find. Again, if you have pictures, if you're the personal trainer that's trying to make this ad and you want to put your stuff out there, of course use your own pictures, all right? But if you don't and you're doing advertising for somebody else, or if you're doing it for personal uses, all right, so you want the address for this wired here for ClickFunnels. Okay, so you set it right there. Okay, that should change. Of course, hit save, and then put in whatever you want in these texts, man. You know, whatever you think is going to be valuable for the person that's entering this page. All right, so now once you have these two connected, I'm going to show you how to connect them, meaning once they click on this opt-in page, and for some reason, I think it's because I have a Premiere open, but this is really slow, I'm sorry guys. So once you have your opt-in page and your thank you page all set up the way you like it, then you're going to connect the two together, and I hope this works because it has been working lately. But I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. If not, you got to go into their old mode. But because of this COVID-19 thing, I've noticed a lot of sites are just not operating the way they should be, and I've had a problem with this call to action button, so excuse me if it doesn't go through. All right, but normally you click this button right here, okay, and then you want to change the call to action. So you set the action, and good, it's already here, okay, which means that it's going to go to the thank you page once they hit that button, and everything should be all clear to go. So if I go into preview mode and everything is the way it's supposed to be, once they click that button, click here to get your pass, okay, it should send me to the thank you page, but you can see right now it's not working for some reason. Okay, and I did get a tip from somebody once that if this starts to happen and it's not connecting to the next page, then what you can do is you can, and this is advanced, I'm not going to spend too much time on that, just know that there is an old editing version that when you start running to that issue, if it's not connecting to the thank you page, you can use, and I'm sorry I just don't have it in front of me right now, but normally those do connect once you hit that button and that selection for the call to action is selected. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more thing here before we go, and that is, where does my pixel go? All right, where does my Facebook tracking code go? Well, there's three of them. Okay, there's the head tracking code, which is going to give you information about how many people are going onto your landing page, how long they're on there. There's a lot of different pieces of information that you're going to need to know from that head tracking code. And then there is a page view code, which you're going to put into the opt-in or landing page, which is going to tell you how many people that have actually got to this point of your funnel. Okay, so in order to do that, you're going to put your tracking code right here. This is the page view tracking code, and you're going to know what I'm talking about if you look at the pixel tutorial. It explains all this stuff, but that's where you're going to put the page view. Okay, so once they get it, now if they don't fill this out, then you know that they just got to this point and then bounce. Now, how do you know if they're a lead, an actual person that filled this part out? Well, you got to put your tracking code on the thank you page, because that's how you're going to know the names and numbers and emails of who actually went through the whole funnel and landed on the thank you page, and basically went through the whole process, making them a potential customer or client of yours. So this is where you put that pixel. All right, so once that's all done, your two-step funnel is set to go. Details that you're going to need: you're going to need a domain, so an actual physical domain. You're going to need to put it into your settings. Okay, so you're going to have to actually go to like Google Domains, or you're going to have to go to Namecheap, one of these sites that sells URLs, okay, or domains. All right, and you're going to put it right here. Right, so that way when somebody lands on your Facebook, they click that learn more button, then it's from there it's going to go straight to your ClickFunnels funnel. Okay, because otherwise when they click that learn more button, it's going to go out into outer space because there's nothing connected to it. But if it has a domain connected to that learn more button, they're going to end up on this the opt-in page. Okay, so that's pretty much the last steps that you're going to need to do. Or it doesn't matter, it could be the first step that you go buy the domain name first, but make sure it's something that makes sense for this type of funnel, such as personal training opt-in.com. okay, that could be a URL for something. Make sure it's specific so you remember, because as you start building more funnels and you start creating more advertisements, you're going to have a lot of different URLs. You're going to try and remember exactly which one goes to what. So stay as organized as possible, or you may lose your mind. All right, guys. So that's the end of this tutorial. If you have any questions, please ask me, and I will do my best to answer every one of them. All right. Thanks.